said
relates
before.
to both words.
What's that?
Right.
Like something that relates to both words.
Yes. Yeah. So, but you have to
I
completely.
didn't realize that. I thought it was trying to guess what, based on what we both said, what you thought the other person was going to say next.
That seems a lot harder.
It is.
It is when you don't
so much
understand the game.
harder.
Yes, it is. It's much harder.
It's so much harder to do that.
So like if one of you said crabs and one of you said Orioles, like the next one could say like Baltimore.
It would be
Right.
Baltimore. Yeah, exactly.
But see, like, when I was first playing, I'd be like, animals. I guess that would still count.
I mean, that literally like leaves every animal.
Or I'd be like,
Well, like the one we did was like chair and then cowboy.
yeah, I said cowboy and he said chair.
I would go a horse.
That's what Amy said.
That's what
I said saddle.
A
Horse
cowboy.
and saddle.
Saddle, yeah, that makes sense.
But like,
And I was, you guys are so close, and then it took 20
we went
more
way
tries.
And then we went way off because I didn't understand the game. I don't remember what I said after that.
It went. You said like cowgirl. I'm pretty sure, and then
Yeah.
Oh, and then it was so obvious. Reverse, and then you didn't go for it.
I mean,
No.
No, it was cowgirl and ride.
yeah.
It was,
And then
yeah.
it
I
just
said
got
reverse.
so far off the tracks after that.
Yeah, it went so, like,
They asked if they could quit. I said no. I need you to
said
finish.
like saddle or something.
So we made a rule that you can't re-say a word.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we had
But-
like pizza and delivery, and
Oh my god, that was so funny. That was
and
the
I
first
said
one.
I said
that was the very
Domino's,
first one.
and but Amy said DiGiorno, like the one that's not delivery.
Because it's not delivery. It's in the word delivery's in the slogan.
Yeah, but it's not delivery. That's what it's.
But they literally had 2 rounds where they both said like 4 different delivery services for fucking food. Between
there's-
Uber Eats, Grubhub, like they
Postmates.
And DoorDash.
There are a lot of
They
them.
they
now.
literally said every different one that you could think of.
There's like
You can
order
never
up.
like stick up and say the same one.
It was actually impressive.
But old Nick and I,
The one.
I took 3 rounds with Donnie. Don't get me wrong, he may have cheated a little bit, but I got it by the
Yeah,
3rd round. 2 with Scott and 1 with Amy. I'm pretty sure I'm the best ever at that game.
I wasn't even there, but can confirm. You're the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Can confirm.
Can't confirm.
I mean, it was so easy. He was eating like my favorite food.
Yeah, I
Right
did make it
before he
easy.
went. So I'm like, well, there's pasta sitting in front of him. I love pasta. And he said
3,
pasta.
2, 1, pasta. I was like, no way. No,
He's really funny.
fucking way.
Are you guys able to see the stream on YouTube?
Oh, hold on.
I don't know how to do that.
Me neither.
Yeah, I found the live one.
It's just on my page. Just like search up Dog PM.
I'll mute it.
It'll just be like watching a video.
I found it. I'm about to like cast it to my
Okay,
television.
so
every
what
20
popped up was, should you feed your dog a boiled egg?
Wait, what?
What?
I don't. It was the first, like it. The first video is, should you feed your dog a boiled egg?
That's
Oh.
not my channel.
But when I search your name, that's the first thing that comes up.
I mean, that's a fair question.
When I look up Updog PM, it says, should you feed your dog a boiled egg?
Well, I
I
guess
mean,
look for my channel instead of things to feed.
I found it. I mean, it was right next to it. I'm just like, why is that the first?
you're associated with all things egg, clearly.
It shows how like low on the expectation is like for people to search for me that a fucking
Doesn't even. Are you sure?
dog eating an
You
egg.
sure you don't mean this?
Did you really want to watch a dog eat a hard-boiled egg?
Do you want to watch this guy stream, or would you rather watch a dog eat an egg? Think about it.
I mean,
I'd watch the little
I
puppy
think we
eat an
should
egg.
probably flip over to the dog watching the egg real quick.
Sorry, guys, I'm not paying attention. I'm watching this dog.
Let's all watch that first, and then get back to that.
Maybe we'll do this. Unless
Yeah,
unless there's other dog egg videos.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll take us down a rabbit hole of other dogs eating eggs, and it's probably going to be the whole night. Maybe next week we can get back to it.
I'm gonna hit the intro.
I've never watched a live YouTube.
React. I'd rather just see the full screen version of this.
Just watch the trailer yourself and then go and get like an analysis of it after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, because like if you're doing it live, you feel like you have to put on a show, don't you? Like.
Right, and that's why I rather just watch it. Like, I appreciate the trailer analyses like after the fact where they slow it down and freeze it on things that you like would have missed otherwise, but like not during the live showing.
Yeah. All right, if you guys are ready to get started, recap of last previously on Sunrise Board. What did we do last time? Nick punched
You went into
in
the
face.
We're at the temple now.
I wonder how Jordy's doing.
went into the cave.
They're not great.
You said you wanted Jordy's
You gotta remember to tell Laura about Norbit, whatever his name is.
Norbit.
Nelson.
Oh, no,
Norbit.
that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a Nelson come and get me while I was driving the other day.
Oh no! You got stung by a Nelson?
I did.
Oh man!
I didn't tell him.
While you were driving?
Got me right behind the ear,
Oh man!
going 35.
Like it just like came in the window.
I see, like that's one of those things. Like it may have been in my car, but it seemed like just because his angle and how quickly it all happened that he flew through the window. But
It's like stung you in the ear really fast, and then
right
just
behind the
fly
ear,
out.
you know, I heard a quick buzz, and I, kind of did a little swat, like ooh shit, and then I felt a quick sting, like within 2 seconds. So I grabbed and threw. So I knocked my glasses off, and I definitely injured them because I found them where I threw them. And
What kind of bee? What did it look like? Like a wasp or like a honeybee?
I think it may have been a yellow jacket, but
Oh
I
man.
didn't take my time looking at it. It wasn't a bumblebee, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, it got me, so I figured I had to get him back.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Just
But yeah, while I was driving, I was like, "You
Amy
son of a
saying
bitch."
Norbit.
Norbit,
Whatever, I can't remember shit.
Norbit.
Hey man, no problem.
Hey, no
Hey.
problem. That's an old callback.
That's really old.
Nelson.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
Nelson got me.
So you guys made it to Outcast Haven. Checked out the Salt Lagoon. Spoke to some people in there. Encountered Vesta Reed. Got into a fist fight with her out on the sand.
Trying to encounter Vesta Reed a little later. You know what I mean?
She hooked you guys up with some pirate garb so you guys can blend in a little bit better. And you guys headed towards the Temple of the Oracle down the dirt road to the east of the Salt Lagoon and the beach and whatnot. You start to hear voices in the woods, and as we know, Rick uses invisibility for the first time to go witness a ritual of 3 people mutilating themselves in the name of Genera, goddess of the deep. And then you see that they start to gain some power over water. Rick flees back to the road, and you guys reach and enter the temple of the Oracle. So you walk inside. All of you guys, and Fish Lips Felix is with you as well, and Nelson's buzzing around. And you walk in to encounter just like I said, a room that's like lit with blue. It's pretty plain. The lights start to get a little bit brighter. So you know that reaching the Oracle is going to be a little bit of a challenge because, as you were told before, the Oracle doesn't. It's not like rude to visitors, but like doesn't want it to just be a cakewalk to come in.
Gotta earn it.
To come and talk to them. So yeah, you gotta earn it. So you walk into the first room. As it begins to light up more, you notice there's a large pedestal in the middle of the room with a giant pearl on it, and there are 8 pillars in a circle around this pearl. They are about 15 to 20 feet apart, and they have levers on them. As you as you look at them, you don't really need to make an insight check quite yet, or a perception check quite yet, but you start to hear a voice, almost as if there's like a loudspeaker system, like a what is that called? PA system, yeah. And you hear like a soft voice, and it says, "Can you work as one to see each lever done? The switches fall, all 8, or else you've already sealed your fate."
Can you work as one to something, see each lever done?
So you just like pull the levers at the same time?
They're like 15 to 20 feet apart, and there's 8 of them. And
Are they? There are numbers on them. Are the numbers 1 through 8?
There's no numbers on them. They're just like
6
levers.
of those.
Oh, I thought you.
you said
Oh,
first.
I thought you said the word numbers. You said pillars, and then I heard numbers.
I did not hear
You
the
didn't
word.
say anything about numbers?
No, there's no numbers. It's just 8 pillars, about 15, 20 feet away from each other. Yeah. So I made a little map for you guys on the stream, so you can.
I see it. It's gorgeous.
See the beautiful first room of the temple.
Okay, so first we have to figure out how to get the pillars to fall, and then we have to figure out how to get them to all fall at the same time.
There are levers on the pillars.
Oh,
Yeah, so we pull the levers.
6 of us, 1 of Fish Lips, and 1 Nelson.
There's 7 of us.
There's 5 of us plus Fish Lips.
Yeah, we have 7 total.
Nelson can pull a lever.
Well, that's what I said.
definitely pull a lever.
Felix goes up to one of the pillars. He's like, "Should I just pull this one?"
Not yet.
Hold up,
Fish Lips, calm down.
So, do you have your
Together,
hockey stick? Do you know?
Do I have my hockey stick?
Okay, I know.
What
I
kind
feel
of
like
question is that?
Yeah, I do.
I could hit 2 myself with my little hand.
if
I
you got a
assume.
good roll. I feel like it'd be easier to just reach out a hockey stick. Could you reach it if you were next to one
they like 20 feet
Not
apart?
15 to 20 feet. No.
That's not gonna reach.
I would also say, is it so simple as us
Pulling the lever.
wanting it?
Is there a lever on the? Can I go look at the pearl pedestal?
Yeah, you can make a perception check on the pearl pedestal if you'd like.
Saying my little hand has 30 feet of range.
Yeah. I mean,
I got
that makes most so far.
21. So yeah, the pearl, it doesn't have a lever on it or anything. It's just like a kind of a marble square like stand underneath the pearl.
The black pearl.
You can see like if you look closer to the bottom like of the pedestal, you can see like almost like a seam. Like it looks like there's an opening under the pedestal.
So,
Is the pearl like floating or is it balancing on it?
It's sitting on it. Yeah, it's like it's held in there by the
Okay,
pedestal.
so if we move the pedestal, it won't fall off.
No, it's held in there. Yeah, it's not like
How tall are the pillars? Can I make a perception check on any given pillar? Are they all the same? Or
they're all the same.
or
You
are
don't.
they-
You don't. I mean, you can plainly see. They're like 15 feet or so tall. So they're pretty tall.
so the one thing that I have written down, I mean, that I remember, is the pearl, as long as an eye symbol, it represents Typhus. So, like, are we like about to summon Typhus, god of the sea?
Hopefully.
You can, if anyone wants to make a perception check on the oracle who just spoke to you, I will allow that as well.
Sure. Perception check, always.
I got a 19. Hope someone gets better than that.
I mean, 19 is pretty good.
Let's see.
What's wrong with 19?
24.
It's not 24. Or a nat 20.
For a perception check, I think it's pretty good.
But if you get a nat 20, Scott will tell you how to win.
I'll send you $10 in the mail.
Yes, you get a scratch off. So this the oracle obviously like seems to speak in riddles. She's trying to give you clues as a not necessarily clues, but like kind of like a she's telling you the rules pretty much for you to move on in this temple.
Who's with the rules?
Have you got to pass challenges in order to be worthy of meeting with her or something?
This is
Yeah, remember that she makes visitors earn it.
Yeah.
May I hear the riddle once more?
Can you work as one to see each lever done? The switches fall, all 8, or else you've already sealed your fate.
Wait, this is the switches fall all 8. It doesn't say they have to fall at the same time. I
Right.
think they have to fall at
But
the same
can
time.
you work as one kind of implies same time.
Same time, yeah.
Yeah, we should work as a team somehow. What if we?
Felix
you guys
says, I could just run around and pull them all if you'd like.
No,
Felix.
Felix, don't
Felix,
We need to all work together instead of doing them one by one. I think what we have to do, Felix, is get them all at the same time. Should we move this pedestal and see what it looks like? There's something here underneath it. Can we see what this is? Can somebody help me move this?
help you move what?
what?
Move this pedestal with the pearl on it. It looks like there's something underneath it.
I can come help you move that.
Okay.
I'll throw my shoulder into it.
You're going to try to
Slide.
move the pedestal.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Make an athletics check.
Are you sure, Lucy?
I want to help too. I got a rope I can throw around it and pull from behind them.
There's something underneath it. Maybe we gotta pull the levers, and then the thing will just move on its own. I feel
That's
like
what
we're
I'm
trying to
thinking.
cheat the game.
I mean, the levers must fall. I don't know. I don't want to set off a booby trap trying to move the pedestal. What?
Yeah, it sounds like
Nick, do you think there's something underneath it?
I perceived a small seam under
Like a
it.
gap.
What did
You
I
can see like a,
perceive?
yeah, you
Suspicion
kind
would
of
be
see
that
like a
they
gap.
it would
It looks
open
like
if we opened the levers.
if you put your hand down to it, you can almost feel like air. Like there's.
Wait. You still have your rat guts.
Yes. No, I don't. No, I got rid of that.
Yeah. Okay,
It was
never
still
mind.
on real bad, and I have a rope now, so I don't need rat gut.
Are you sure
And
you
I have
don't?
bungee cords, so between bungee cords and rope, you get most of the same benefits as rat guts without all the downsides.
Oh,
That's
the
small.
thing. Not the omega-3s.
I'm also starting to distrust Fish Lips a little bit. He seems like a fucking loose cannon, man.
He's just kind of
I
dumb.
text everybody but Fish Lips like, hey, can we even trust him to pull the lever at the when we say so?
I feel like
Yeah, we really need, someone needs to keep, we all need to keep a close eye on Fish Lips and be very explicit, not for him to take actions on behalf of all of us that we don't all agree, haven't all agreed on.
Okay, well, Ruby's on Fish Lips duty.
Yeah, I am. I say, baby, just do what we say when we say.
All right, love.
Don't do anything else.
He just kind of salutes.
Does he like zip his Fish Lips? Like, all right.
Does everybody think it's a good idea for me to scooch this pedestal a little bit so I can get a closer look at this gap?
I don't think it's gonna move, but I don't think it will hurt for you to try.
Well, if me and Dino are moving it, do we add our strength checks together?
touching it with your hands might set up a booby trap.
Okay, well then, Dino, could you move this for me?
I don't know if I could move that for you.
I
Could you
don't know
try-
if the help action is a Pathfinder rule or not, or if it's only in D&D.
Okay,
mean,
well, then
But if
this
you're gonna
isn't
push it
Pathfinder.
together, then whoever does it can do so with advantage if other people are trying to help.
Okay.
All right.
Like,
Why don't we try to pull the levers at the same time?
Yeah, I would rather solve the riddle.
I can tie a rope around, based on the amount of rope I have, I could tie a rope on up to 3 of them at once. So that if I pull on the rope, it will pull down on all 3 levers at the same time. So I think I have 3 of them covered.
Okay, well then, if everybody would rather do that first, I'm willing to try it that way first.
I was looking for chips. First, Scott, do we have salsa?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We have salsa
Where?
in the refrigerator.
The salsa drawer.
It is not the fridge.
It's important.
So I don't
Not
want to
the
have to come up the stairs and pull it out of the refrigerator. So you must be right. And we don't have
I
salsa.
looked. It's not in there.
Okay. And then
I'll let you slap me in the face on stream if it's in there.
I don't want to slap you in the face. I will let it stay
Then he'll
right
get
here.
arrested on stream.
That's assault, brother.
I will.
You will look for it yourself.
I did, and I can't find it.
In an order up Uber Eats order for just salsa.
And you think that I'm gonna find it?
Grubhub. DoorDash.
Yeah. Just salsa, though.
I was gonna DoorDash me a slice of cake, but the delivery fee was $8.
Oof.
Yikes.
All right, so yeah.
But it's really good cake, guys. It would have been for my birthday. That's like a
I
little.
think, other than dessert talk, we're all supposed to work as one, as it says, and maybe find. Yeah, I don't mind Ben's idea of pulling 2 extra ones or using Mike's little hand.
As long as we pull them all at the same time, I think that's what we should try first. I mean, that might be too on the nose, but
It may be 2 on the nose, but you know what? No one
Yeah,
has
I
a bet.
know. Part of me feels like it's too easy, but let's try it, I guess.
It could just get progressively harder as we go. So like, let's
Right.
not waste a bunch of time on the first one.
Okay, so first let's agree. 3, 2, 1, pull.
That's what we'll do.
Plan
Yes.
is gonna be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Pull.
so tell me kind of who's where.
I'm gonna go to the
Also-
one that I'm closest to next to Fish Lips.
Okay.
And I'll go to the one next to that, to my left.
I don't trust Fish Lips being a pooler.
Hey, you got this?
Did you say that out loud, or are you just saying that to Are you just saying that to me?
I'm texting that to
Okay.
everybody.
And I'm looking at him like, hey, you got this? You're gonna do it? 3, 2, 1, pull.
You said that to Fish Lips?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I got it.
Okay.
He's got
Do-
this. It's fine. I trust him.
Sorry, just a bit eager.
Can Nelson pull a lever, or should we use?
All right.
I don't know if he's strong enough.
We could have him like drop a cinder block or something on it.
You might not be able to pull it. We
I think you guys should each just do one extra one. So like Rick can do one extra and Slate can do one extra.
Yeah, I can stand like to the one where I am, to the one to the right of that, and then like use the little hand on the one to the left of me.
I tie a half hitch on 3 levers in a row. I guess.
No, that's not. No, you only need to do
What are you
2.
gonna do too?
2. Okay.
So Dino, I guess that makes you're the one up next to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'd like to move between the 2 in front of me and to my right.
Got it. So you've tied rope to both of those.
Yeah, I tie a half hitch around one lever, which gives me rope to continue on to the next and loop it around. So I've got them both equally taut.
Twat. Like a twat.
Tweet.
All right. You guys are all lined up. Felix says, so do we go on 3, on 1, or on 3, 2, 1, go?
It's like 3, 2, 1, go on the go.
All right. He puts his hand on the lever.
Okay, everybody. 3,
2,
2.
Get away from
pull.
Oh,
All right, so everyone pulls at the same time, yeah, including Felix. And you just like kind of feel like some sort of mechanism activate, and the pedestal in the middle of the room begins to move.
ooh.
You guys are so smart. I'm glad I trust my friend.
It it moves like just a few feet to the side, and there was a gap of air underneath it. In fact, there's a staircase heading down, like a spiral staircase heading down.
Sounds like a job for Rick's flashlight.
And maybe his invisibility cloak as well.
He's still invisible.
Still invisible.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we
I don't know
cannot.
how much time I have left, but
We can be our little lantern.
You can snap out of it if you want. If you'd rather stay invisible, you can. How long does it last?
only 10 minutes.
Okay.
Or until someone or you
Or
attack.
until a hostile action is taken.
Hostile
All
action.
right. Yeah.
So
So
it means taken by me and not by someone else.
correct. So yeah, you could still be invisible if you'd like. For a couple more minutes. It's not going to last much longer.
Right. It was funnier having the levers get pulled
I
by
saw
me.
your snap, Laura.
So
it's-
there's a staircase.
I think it's time to get on the staircase.
I follow directly behind Rick.
Let's go.
All right,
Yeah,
you
we're
fall
all-
behind him. You're bumping into him because you can't see him. As you head down,
Knock me down the stairs.
there is a glow of light coming from the bottom of the staircase. It goes down quite a ways. Like you're walking for a little while down these stairs. It's like, and there's kind of like water dripping down the sides of the walls. You head down, and you encounter another room. Let me move you Yeah. So you guys are now in a room. There's like it's like a beautiful design on the floor, and there's a statue of a dragon's head in front of an altar. So there's like a table behind um, this statue of the dragon's head. There's also, you see a dead body on the ground in front of the dragon. It's
So sacrifice of some kind.
well, it's you can see that the person that is dead is missing most of their left arm. Okay,
Which
Can I make a
part?
perception check to see how long they've been dead for?
just the elbow section. And then,
Yeah, somehow they still have the forearm and hand.
So there's a door to the north in this room.
Can I make a perception check to see how long he's been dead for?
Sure.
We all of a sudden like
What's their left thumbs that they were cutting?
20. Dirty 20.
The body is cold and the blood is pretty well congealed, so it's been dead for a while.
But like not decaying.
Not decaying. It's like a full corpse. Not
Like
decaying.
a couple hours ago.
Can somebody bring somebody back to life?
Does
anybody have that power?
No, this guy's full dead.
Oh, he's
Full
dead.
He's dead.
Do.
With my perception check, can I like remember what he looks like? See what he looks like?
remember
You want
what
to
it
go over
was
it and like you can go over it and mess with the body if you like. Yeah.
first.
Yeah, don't fuck with the body.
I just kind of want to like look and see what his face looked like. Do we recognize him? Is it one of the guys? That
It's
was
not
at the
someone
bar?
you recognize, but he is fine as hell, just like every other character in this story.
I'd be
He's
like,
got a
"Ooh,
chiseled
what
jaw.
a shame.
His arm,
Maybe this one.
is like, yeah. I mean, his left arm is missing, like about from the elbow to the hand. That whole section is missing.
Okay, with my perception check, can I see if it was like bit off or cut off or like how it was lost?
I mean, it's like it's not a clean cut. It looks pretty rough. Like,
Can you see if he has something in his right hand, like if he cut it off as a sacrifice to the?
It sounds and looks like it was bitten or ripped off.
I
This
mean,
dragon-
that's the impression that you get.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything in his right hand. He doesn't have any reasonable. I mean,
He messed up the next puzzle.
What were you saying? I believe Laura about left hands.
my name is Lucy. Thank you.
Lucy, sorry, Lucy.
I'm saying the weirdos in the forest, weren't they cutting off all their left thumb skins
Ah,
in sacrifice to the Genera?
okay.
Was that? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
It was like skin though. I don't think it was their whole hand.
They were just
they flayed them. Their
deeply cutting themselves, but
their thumb.
still left the left hand.
it was the left hand.
Yeah.
Made themselves living.
So that's Genera believers in a typhus temple. I don't know.
I don't know what any of it means.
So,
Okay.
so you hear a voice again, like the voice of the oracle over the imaginary PA, and it says, "Adventurers, be ye brave. If it is a key you seek to venture further in my cave, this puzzle is more tongue in cheek."
Say it one more time. Help me remember it one more time in my brain.
The oracle's like, "Adventurers, be ye brave. If it is a key you seek to venture further in my cave, this puzzle is more tongue in cheek."
Okay.
I feel like she means that literally.
Nelson has to fly into the dragon's mouth and get the key out of his cheek, is what I'm thinking. Because she said, "Be brave." So I think this is.
I mean, this is a pirate island, so that could be coincidence. But
I don't think she was.
Very
She was like
bland.
counting on like a bee coming into the cave when she made the riddle.
Be
she knows
brave.
when we enter it, so she obviously has some idea of like.
She is
We
the
click that we're
oracle.
there.
I mean, let's not sell her short.
All right.
Use the oracle.
I like the idea of sending Nelson.
Inside the dragon's mouth to look for a key.
But I don't want him to get eaten.
I
Well,
know.
currently,
I don't
the
like
dragon is just a statue. I wonder if these glowing pillars and our location in the room has anything to do with this dragon possibly coming to life. Let's stay put and see if Nelson can retrieve anything from inside the dragon's mouth.
Can I
Okay.
these pillars first? Or do I need to perceive them, or can you tell me what's up?
They just look like pillars. They go from the floor to ceiling, and they have torches on them just to light the room. They look like ordinary pillars.
All right. So, be brave. If it is a key you seek, I doubt it's an actual key even at this point, because the rest of it says, wait, in my what's that word? In my cave, it is more tongue in cheek. So that means it's tongue in cheek is, meaning that it's not what it says it is.
Right.
Or it could be more literal and have something to do with the dragon's head in front of us.
You said there's a table there too. Can we see what's on the table?
The table.
Take perception checks.
Yeah, you make a perception check on the table. If you, it's a like an altar.
18.
So there is a just a colored cloth over top of it. There is like it's rectangular, and then on top of the rectangle where the cloth is, there's a slightly smaller one, and it looks like it's almost like it looks like a rectangle inside a rectangle. So like it's like two separate pieces. It looks like of stone. Does that make sense?
The inside piece is.
It looks like there's an insert. It's like like there's an insert that fits into the main thing.
And nothing's inserted into it right now.
Yeah.
It's literally like a flat piece of stone, and there's a cloth on top of it. There's no place to insert anything. There's just like you can just see the line and the difference between the outer stone and the inner stone.
Okay.
Like maybe that's a button.
Yeah, that's what I was
Pressing it.
thinking. I don't think we should press it currently.
It's not a button, so I may be like not explaining well. So it's like it's a big altar, like it's like 5 feet long.
Sure.
Stone altar, and inside of the top of it, like on the top of it, like maybe 6
There's like
inches
a border.
It's like a border. Yeah, there's like a smaller rectangular stone on the inside. It's not a button. It's the same level. It just looks like an insert. It looks like a separate piece of stone.
Like similar to the last thing, it would move out of the way if we solved the puzzle.
Possibly.
That kind of thing.
Could be.
Are there doors behind it?
There's a set of doors at the end of the room. Yep.
Can we check to see if they're locked?
Sure. You can check.
Just
They're just wide open.
The door's locked. Yeah, the doors are locked. There's a keyhole.
Oh.
I feel like it's got to be like a literal, like tongue in cheek.
tongue in cheek.
The use of that phrase seems out of place in the context.
Yeah, it's a clue. So I feel like Nelson has to either go inside the mouth of the dead guy or inside the mouth of the dragon. Probably more likely the dragon. I don't know why it would be in the dead guy's mouth.
Why don't we send Nelson one place and then us do the other? I mean,
Right, we could look in the dead guy's mouth and
Okay, somebody look in the dead guy's mouth.
I look in the
Not
dead
it.
guy's.
The key is the tongue.
No.
I look in the dead guy's mouth.
Yeah,
his cheeks specifically.
look in his mouth, and it's got teeth and a tongue.
So cheap.
With his tongue around.
Not great smelling.
I'm
Guys, I
scared.
think this is just a dead guy.
Some of the teeth are a little bit yellow. He's got a couple wooden teeth.
You want those for your puck? For your hockey stick?
Nope.
Take them out.
I'll leave those.
Could it be between? Could there be
How much-
anything
How much
between
epoxy?
his tongue and his cheek? Like, does it seem like there's nothing in his mouth except
It just
mouth?
sounds like
and
it's
there
a mouth.
There's teeth,
sounds like it's a mouth,
a tongue.
just a mouth.
All right, Nelson.
Can I would like to send Nelson to the dragon's mouth and have him check for and retrieve any possible keys.
Okay.
Why don't you send him then? Tell him.
I'm telling the game master that I would like to do that.
Oh, well, I feel like you could do that by just telling Nelson to go do it.
I'd do it.
So okay, so you said Nelson inside the dragon's mouth.
I say, be brave, little buddy.
All right, he flies in there, and you can see he barely fits in this dragon's mouth, and he crawls towards the back. He doesn't. I'm trying to figure out how he really communicate with you, but like he doesn't come back with a key. But the mouth of the dragon did not seem to want to bite him.
So he came back with nothing?
Yeah, I mean he's a bee, but like if there was a key, he could have retrieved it. But there's no key inside the.
Is it
Could we be any more disappointed?
what the door looked like? Like, could it be his actual tongue that we need?
Hey, I have an idea.
What's that?
Ruby, can you tell the dragon a joke?
Yeah.
She's dragging her feet on it, though.
I like it. No, I like the idea. Yeah. Tongue in cheek. Give him a joke.
Hold on.
Maybe something sarcastic?
No, that's a great idea.
Hey, dragon, and everyone else.
Yeah.
If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea, does that mean one of them enjoys it?
You can make a performance check.
11.
I mean, I thought it was funny.
Maybe try it again.
Wait, hold on.
I think somebody tells jokes.
Me,
No,
give me a
it's
second.
it's Ruby.
I can play the Anatomy of Tongue in Cheek album by heart on my guitar. But I don't know if that will help.
I don't know.
A dragon would never explode, but a dynamite.
A Dino might.
You can make another performance check. Yeah.
That was
You can make that one with advantage, since that was dragon.
What do I roll 2 and then it's the higher one?
The higher one.
Yeah, baby.
Sorry, Gus came back over and is like all up in my shit.
Classic
Well,
Gus.
I got a nat 20 and a 19.
Oh, nice. With a nat 20, the statue head slowly turns towards you. And then the dragon just begins to laugh. And goes and opens its mouth very wide. And you can see in the back of his mouth there is a handle. Like a handle. Like almost like a something you'd pull on. It stops laughing.
Yeah.
And goes back
Not
to
quite
its position.
Not quite a lever, but a handle.
He stops laughing and goes back into his normal position.
Mm-hmm.
On a nat 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just shows you that where it's at. We just have to figure out how to get it.
I see what's happened. This former fellow told him a joke as well, but wasn't quick enough with
Yeah,
the
gotta be
handle.
quicker than that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, the mouth is still open.
Oh, okay, good.
We can't reach in
Okay.
there.
Not the position we initially saw him in.
Could Nelson pull the handle?
I don't send Nelson. I go in.
Nelson doesn't have very high strength.
I'm gonna go in. Or should we like throw a lasso at rat towards like the rat guts that we don't have anymore?
Use
The tiny hand.
You
Guys,
can't.
okay,
What
yeah.
you just
How
watch?
about let's use the small hand.
Little hand, my strong hand.
You want to?
What can I get? Can I even shoot into that crevice?
Yeah, you could.
You're gonna have to get closer to him.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I have 30 feet range. I'm close enough now.
His mouth is just sitting open, so just do it.
I'm doing it.
Doing it.
Shooting it in there.
So you shoot the little hand in there. So you pull on the hit the handle. The handle it gives, and the pedestal behind the dragon, the center part that I was spending way too much time explaining, opens up, and a key raises out of the center of the altar, a large bronze key.
I think Ruby should grab it because she told the joke.
I grab the key.
You key grab something?
Okay.
I'm gonna go unlock the door.
Yeah, okay, so that key does unlock the door. So the door to the north is now unlocked.
The
Door to the north.
The door to the north.
Felix,
Guys, we made it through a high tension situation with a potential adversary without having to roll for initiative and be in a battle. That was really cool. I love solving a puzzle together.
Yeah.
Felix kind of whispers to Ruby, like, I would have just stuck my hand in there if you asked me to.
I don't know, baby. We need your hands for later.
Yeah.
Don't ask you to.
He only needs one of them.
Oh my.
So are you proceeding through the door?
Yes,
Yeah, I
please.
go through the door.
So you walk to the north of the room. You proceed through the door to another room. This room, you see 3 thrones at the back of the room, each with a skeleton sitting in them. And there's also 3 chests, one sitting in front of each of these skeletons on their thrones. The chests look like they're on like little platforms.
Oh, they chilling. Are they human skeletons?
They are human skeletons, yes.
Okay.
Do the
Are
Do
the
the
chests
all
locked?
look the same? Sorry.
The chests all look the same. You can, if anyone wants to examine anything further, then you'll have to roll for that.
Oh.
I want to
You want
wait
to see if the
until...
chests appear to be locked or filled with anything?
Okay, yeah.
That's a nat 1.
You should wait for the oracle to say something before we start opening the chest, because what if that...
I'm not opening it, I'm just looking at it. I just want to see if it looks like it's locked. Does it have a lock on it?
There are locks on them, yeah.
Does it look like it's locked?
Okay, yeah, so you hear the PA system, like the feed, you hear feedback, like it really is a PA system, and you hear the oracle says, 3 dead kings and their precious jewels, but these dead men are not but fools. Every chest of precious stones sits in front of the wrong bones. You may pull 1 jewel from 1 chest yet. This is all the help you'll get.
Pull 1 jewel from 1 chest.
So we need to I think we need to rearrange the chests to get them in front of the right skeleton. So we need to perceive the skeletons and what jewels they're wearing
Yeah, okay, because one skeleton has 2 red eyes, one has a red eye and a purple eye, and one has 2 purple eyes.
Yeah, so you yeah, so so the one has 2 rubies stuck into its eye sockets. The other one
Oh, yeah, no.
has 1 ruby and 1 sapphire in the sockets, and the other one has 2 sapphires.
Okay.
I mean, you'll have to make a perception. You'll have to do some perception work to get a little bit more of.
On this, I think.
I want to look at the chest again to see if the chests are indicate have any kind of markings on them that might help us.
Okay.
And then I want to perceive
21.
So 21. You see that each chest they don't have distinguished markings on the outside to tell you what's inside. From what the oracle told you, you are going to have the only advantage you'll get in this puzzle is you'll be able to look at 1 jewel from each of these chests. You can see there's like a little slot on the side of each one, where if you pull it out, one of the jewels will be visible to you.
I know. I have an idea. The game master. I guess that means yes.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to ask if I could interrupt because I had an idea on. So my guess is that one chest has rubies, one chest has sapphires, and one chest has both.
Right.
If we determine any one of those, what's in the chest. But she said pull 1 jewel, so maybe that means we get a 50-50 chance. But if we can positively identify any one chest, then knowing both of the others are in the wrong place will tell us which ones they are.
Just need to figure out what's in one of the chests.
Very smart. I want to perceive the kings.
Mhm.
I want someone else to perceive the kings.
All right, I can also
we perceived them, didn't we?
We just
We
know.
already do it.
I will not be perceiving anything.
I'm gonna look at him. Oh, I got a nat 20 plus my perception.
Okay. Yeah. So what Slade's idea is kind of spot on. One of these chests is full of rubies. One of them is full of sapphires, and one is a mixture of both. You can kind of deduce that based on the jewels in each of their eyes, where each one belongs. The skeletons otherwise are unremarkable. You only know that they're dead kings because the oracle told you so. Otherwise, they're just sitting there.
All right, so there's no point in pulling the one that has one of each in them.
Well,
because...
remember that
they are all. We should still look at all 3 of the rubies because of the crystals, because if you see what they are, that could definitely help knowing that we know they're in the wrong place.
They're all so these 3 chests are in the wrong place. You can only look at one.
One total.
Yep.
Not just pull a single jewel, but we can look inside the chest.
No, you can pull 1 single jewel from 1 single chest.
Yeah, so that makes so we could even still get the wrong jewel, and it wouldn't help us possibly.
And so wait, you need to. So there's a way to know which one you want to look at. It's just I have to think about it for a second.
Right.
Because obviously, like if the one on the left, if you saw a red one there, you would know that it has to be the mixed one.
Well, listen. They're all in the place. So the one in front of the mixed one has to have either rubies or sapphires.
Right.
And then we'll know. So I say we look.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's the key.
Okay, so you should do it because you're smart.
I'll be happy to. I go up to the middle chest. Well, if it's locked, how do I get a
There's
jewel?
a slot. There's a slot on the side.
Okay.
For examining, just for this purpose, for looking at one.
Okay, so it's not just just looking at one.
Wait, why are we picking the middle one? Because if we only get 1 gem, we could get one or the other and not.
Yeah, because we know that it's in the wrong spot, so it can't be the mixed ones. So whatever this one is has to be full of that.
If they're that's right. If they're all wrong.
sapphires, then it has to go in front of the sapphire one, which means the one in front of the sapphire one is rubies, and the one in front of the rubies is mixed.
Exactly.
But it's one of each gem. It's not like the gems are mixtures of sapphire and ruby.
One of the
What?
chests is
Yeah.
a mixture of both.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of them is a mixture.
And the
of both.
other two chests have just one or the
The
other.
only thing we know for sure is that the one in the middle is not the
Not a
mixture of
mixture
both.
I agree. So it's probably going to end up
Okay,
with
okay,
one
okay.
is whether it's ruby or sapphire. Rubies are to the left, sapphires to the right.
I
Right.
go up to the center chest and open the slot to view a single jewel from the middle chest.
Okay, so you pull open the slot, and you see a ruby.
All right. So that means we know
Okay,
that chest is all rubies.
Since we've got some distance between the chests and the kings, we can move them up closer and know what we've put in its place. So I move the middle chest up over to the king on the left with rubies in its eyes. I move it right in front of its feet.
Okay. Now on the board, it's not a movable token, so we'll just say that you did that.
Okay, so you move
Okay.
this one here, which means this one goes here and this one goes here.
All right. So if that's the rubies, we know that the one in front of the one on the left must be the sapphires, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise the one on the right would be in the correct place already. So
So
Right.
the one goes
And the one on the right must be the mixed.
yeah, so then I move the one in front of the ruby king all the way over to the right in front of the sapphire king. And the chest in front of the sapphire king, I move in the middle in front of the mixture king. And I put them, now that they're in their places, I move them back into those circles where they were, but in that order.
Okay. So you put them back on their spots, and you hear like a clicking sound as the spots they're sitting on like start to like kind of slowly rotate, and they kind of lower down a little bit into the ground, like divot a little bit. You hear some mechanisms and stuff, and there's a large wall behind the three kings that just lowers. It just like lowers all the way down and reveals a hallway. So you have opened up a hallway.
This is like an
I
escape room.
walk
I
down the
love it.
hallway.
so fun.
Going down the hallway.
Virtual escape room. Who knew?
I was about to say maybe that we should be thinking about our escape. Should we be leaving breadcrumbs or something? Like,
Nah.
Seems like a straight shot. How they
So
get to
this room,
ladder.
I didn't mention, but there are literally glass windows in it, but it's just water on the other side of it. So like, it's like the sea.
We're under the sea.
It probably would have flooded like we fucked it up.
Under the sea.
So you want to walk down the
And
hallway?
Lucy probably would have been jamming under the sea the whole time.
sure.
Yeah,
Let's
I start
go
walking
for
down
it.
the hallway.
Let's delve deeper into this Oracle temple.
Okay. So you go down the hallway,
Cultural temple.
and you come to a circular room with a large glowing circle on the floor. Blue glowing like runes and stuff like that. Just kind of symbols that you don't really know, just like magical symbols. And there's the word Scylla written on the floor. And
D-I-L-L.
Scylla, eh?
Backwards is Alice.
Alec.
Alex.
If you're nasty.
the oracle says, and the PA. I don't know if you want to look around anymore, or if you just want to wait for the oracle.
Oh, she can talk to us.
You can speak.
Sure.
The oracle says, "If you wish not to end up dead, you must think 3 steps ahead. Speak now the word required to reach me."
3 steps.
Wait.
So it's probably maybe it's related to like the previous puzzles.
I'm thinking Scylla
Wait.
counting by threes and putting the word in that order,
Okay.
possibly repeating letters as well.
Well, what about if it's like ABC, so DEF?
You mean like if you like change each letters, the 3 letters forward? That could work.
If you turn,
The word is
A
flood.
flood, yeah.
Yep.
So
We
as
need
soon
to
as you say
flood that.
flood, the room begins to fill with water,
Uh-oh.
and the floor literally gives way and sends you rushing down a waterfall, far down, deeper than you were before. And you arrive at a room deep under the sea, and it seems like it's just surrounded by a big air bubble, so you can see like the water on all sides of you. At the center of the room, there is a person in white robes sitting cross-legged on a slab made up of like broken seashells and stone.
Cool.
You can see parts of their legs and feet have like moss growing over them, coming from the slab, like they've been sitting there for a very long time. You see their eyes open, but the eyes are pure white. And there are scars across both eyes, kind of like. The hair is kind of long. It's a mixture of like blue and purple, and it's floating around like as if it's underwater.
Awesome.
It's giving. It's giving. What's the moon princess from Avatar? It's giving that.
Princess UA.
Yeah, it's giving UA, but like the underwater version. I'm about this vibe. Okay, so we see. Are we in the bubble? Like
You're
we
in the
can
bubble.
breathe.
Yeah, you're in the bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, like you pour out, like the water pours into the bowl and then like kind of stops as you guys come through. You guys like kind of wash onto the floor.
why was the word flood? I'm sorry.
Sorry, we thought of it so fast. She said you must think 3 steps ahead.
So
So
taking each letter 3 letters forward.
yeah, so C was F, I was L, the L's were O,
Oh wow.
we was
Jeez.
D.
Wow.
Yep,
Alright.
I figured that one out right away.
Yeah.
Man.
Done. That's not a real word. Speak a word. 3 steps ahead. Let's do it.
No, you know what I thought? I saw Scylla and I think Priscilla or phallic going backwards. PH. But I mean, that's just, I mean, because I wasn't thinking about changing the letters 3 steps. That was just,
That was all loose.
I like puzzles.
no, that was, man. That was
Okay,
just-
I want to perceive this being.
Oracle.
Okay. Go for it.
What's 17 plus 7?
24.
24.
24.
Okay. Yeah. So you're pretty sure this is the Oracle. You saw the scars across their eyes. So they're blind. They can't. It's pretty apparent. Like it's not just like pure white in their eyes. It's like a scarred eyeball type of situation going on.
Classic Oracle.
You can tell they can't.
I kneel in front of the oracle, and like I take Sledgy and I kind of like put the sledge part down and I hold it almost like I'm holding a sword, like a knight, and I'm like, "You're, oh great oracle, we come for information."
They kind of move their head a little bit. Again, they can't really see you, but they say, "You've made your way here, young travelers. It is a rare thing for me to have formidable visitors. What information is it that you seek?"
And then I'm like, guys, I forget, so
Dina?
someone else chime in.
But first, she interrupts. She says, "A reward for making it this far. and they swirl their arms around, and you see 3 silver rings materialize and drop to the ground, alongside a like a leather bag. It's like about the size of like a medium-sized purse, I would say.
I grab the rings and the bag and put the rings in the bag, and I say,
Thief.
"Thank you so much."
Thanks. Yeah.
They say these sacred rings will allow one to freely breathe underwater. And
Ooh.
I believe you'll
What's in the
find
bag?
that this bag is bigger on the inside.
Oh.
Bag of holding.
It's freaking Mary Poppins bag.
You might not be able to find the rings again. You just threw them in this gigantic bag.
Should I check it out now or should I wait?
Let's wait.
I'm asking the oracle.
Check out what
The bag inside of the bag.
you can. It's your bag.
Go for it. Like jump inside, like fucking.
The room required.
Bag.
Okay, I'll look at it later, but we're very grateful and honored to be in your presence. We're searching for a man.
Yes.
We all.
He goes by the third eye. His name is actually Stan Crane. You know, broad-shouldered, black hair and beard.
He's blind.
Piece of shit altogether.
Describing her to a blind person.
I like slap him on the arm, like don't.
I don't think it's not tough. Like she, I think she has visions.
She
Very.
That's one of those sound like when one of you spots it.
they say Stan Crane, and like a bright blue glow like kind of emanates from the oracle, and like the hair just like goes wild. And the oracle says, "The man you seek is sailing south on a great vessel towards Port Brunwave. He has a crew, 30 strong. He has brokered a deal with a god, though the details of his deal are not within my sight. He seems a dangerous man from a faraway land."
You said he's broken a deal with a god?
No, he's brokered a deal.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, so he's made a deal with someone
Right,
really.
I got it. I misheard him.
What is the god he's brokered a deal with?
The details of the deal are beyond my sight.
So he's got 30 motherfuckers going to New Brunwave.
30 is it? He's a chump.
Port Brunwave.
Fort Brunwave?
Port.
Brunwave.
Port Brunwave.
And he's on his ship now.
He is on his ship.
Going south.
With a crew of 30.
What's
What was the name
what's
of the
the
ship
ship
again?
called?
30 bitches.
Hold on. I didn't write that down, but I do have a name for it.
Is crew.
Wait, I think we've been told that.
That's on the ship with us. Dina's gonna have to hurry up before I snag her from him.
His ship.
Yo, calm down, horny motherfucker.
Lucy's lonely.
Jesus.
His ship is known as the Furley.
The Furley.
Burley. Is that Leigh?
Nope. Furley.
It's no Toomerang.
What's the name of the place you're going?
It's not a Toomerang.
Port Brunwave.
Okay, Oracle, may we ask you more questions since we solved all of your puzzles?
Wait, why did I write Stan?
Stan?
Dan Crane.
That's the name
Dan
of the guy.
Crane is
Crane, his ship is the Furley.
Oh.
Mr. Furley. I'm not.
I'm glad you caught on to that.
It sets its speed to Don Knotts.
I was gonna call it the Mr. Furley, but that was too on the nose. If anyone gets that reference. Bonus
I
point.
don't.
I do. It's a. It seems like in Three's Company, the show Three's Company.
Mr. Furley is from Three's company. Yeah.
He took over for Mr. Roper when he left.
Oh, that makes sense. Three's company. Got it. Three.
You may ask me
Oh,
a few.
stop fucking saying it.
Come and knock on our door.
I will try to be helpful if I can be.
We've been waiting for you.
This.
What's the deal?
Scott's going deep with the fucking
The
3 over here.
electricity and the power and stuff out here. How does that work?
So, all it takes is to make a deal with a god is to show that you're willing to make sacrifices, and they will oftentimes reward you. Unfortunately, you can see that I had to give up my physical eyes for a different kind of sight.
So you need to deal with a god.
I serve the great spirit Typhus. This is his temple.
See, I know Earl.
Do we know about Typhus? Ew, Catman. She gleeked. Do we?
Do you know
He's
about?
the god of what?
He's
Tell us more about Typhus, oh great one.
Typhus is a great spirit of the sea. He's a legendary spirit. Has been around as long as time and controls these waters. He gave me this gift at great sacrifice. I mean, I don't know. What would you like to know about him?
Well, we know he's good luck to pirates. Consider him good luck.
Correct.
Can I make a lore check, mythology, on Typhus?
Sure.
While he's doing that, I just want to tell the Oracle, I know you can't see, but you are beautiful.
Thank you.
Maybe a history check?
Does my subway lore apply here?
No. Wait, what? What happened? What was your lore check?
It was 3 plus his lore.
So
Yeah,
12?
so
Okay.
10.
Your lore's 9, right?
My lore is 7. Wait, is it old?
You
This
might have
is
your old
old.
sheet.
Get
Whoops.
together.
Come
Da,
on.
da, da. Okay.
So
Well,
Yeah, so you know that kind of what you've already been told, which is Typhus is a great spirit of the sea. You know, the Oracle can give you a little bit more information.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't know anything that more than the Oracle did, or other than what the Oracle already knows.
No. I mean, you know that it's a spirit of the sea, and then
Amy's falling asleep. Amy's falling asleep. Yeah.
the Oracle says
I'm awake.
You on the stream now?
Typhus normally takes the form of a great blue whale, bigger than anything you'll ever see in these seas, but also can disguise himself as a human on occasion.
what would he look like as a human?
Probably anything he likes.
Yeah, his form can change with whatever.
Sounds like a
he
being I'm
desire.
familiar with.
Normally male.
We have fish lips.
If he wants them, he can have any lips he wants.
So we know about Genera and Typhus. What other gods are there that people would be making deals with out here?
So around these parts, those are generally the two that deal with the sea. There are countless gods that I don't have the time to go into detail about.
We may have already known this, but do we know who the people that were doing the ritual, who they were sacrificing their skin to?
Genera.
Genera.
Shannara, right? Yeah, so it was the other god.
yeah, you guys.
Do we know what Stan Crane seeks at this other place he's going?
No.
Sailing south.
He's sailing south.
Is there
30
anything we should be
30
wary of
people.
with followers of Genera?
I would always be wary of followers of Genera. Genera is very generous with the power that they provide to their followers. And they are often the type of people that try to use physical power or magical power to seize power from others, steal, kill, and whatnot. Bad
Would you
intentioned people.
say? Would you say Genera gives power, whereas Typhus, it's kind of just again more of a lucky thing, more like karma?
No, I mean, both gods are capable of giving great power. Yeah, with me, it I guess you could say it was luck. I didn't ask for this specifically, but before this happened to me, I guess it was like I always thought about how useful I could be to humanity if I could provide some guidance, a little foresight, and I believe that's why I was gifted with this particular ability.
Why did you have to trade your eyes?
Any gift that you want from a god does require great sacrifice. Um, it was just a feeling that I had at the time.
And if you don't mind me asking, who were you before you were the Oracle?
Long ago, I went by the name Telia Iltrix, but I haven't been called that in quite some time. Most just call me the Oracle. The few that make it here.
Hey, cool.
Yes.
Is this thing with me and fish lips gonna work out? I say very quietly.
Is what did she say?
I have a question for the Oracle.
I'll have to think on that one.
Oh, about
I wonder, did Mr. Crane look dangerous enough that we may need an appointment with Typhus to stand a chance against him?
I don't believe that he is that level of a threat so big that brave heroes may not be able to bring him to justice without sacrifice to a god.
good to know.
I mean, we took out Jordy, and he made a deal with a similar being. Didn't need any powers.
So as you guys are down here, you see Nelson fly around and flies towards the Oracle. The Oracle extends an arm, and Nelson lands on it.
Oh.
Oracle, do you? This is Nelson. Do you know him?
I know
The
him.
Oracle kind of like gives him a pet on the back, and says, "Hello, little buzzing one. Even you have braved my temple. Let's have a closer look at you." And she starts to glow again like she was before. And she says, "I see. You are a rare breed indeed." She explains to you, this bee came from the land of Abril. Its colony stumbled upon a rare flower called the winter spur, poisonous to most, but this little guy is more resilient than he looks. The flower must have taken out the rest of his colony. It appears he was the only survivor. Luckily, you have found yourself a new family friend. And, like, she kind of, like, releases him to fly off back to Lucy. Anything else any other questions that you have for me? My vision does have limits.
I'm sure we could sit here and ask you questions all day, but we thank you for the time that you've given us. My last question is, how do we get out of here?
She starts to kind of glow blue again. Amy, are you full on asleep, or are you just nodding?
Awake.
Okay. So a whirlpool starts to swirl around the room as she's glowing, and you can see images in the water that's swirling around you. You see images of like Sunrise Port, and you see that like on the streets there are like animal people running around like terrorizing the citizens.
Oh no.
Then you also see a vision of like ships on the sea, like at war, like a great battle going on. You this is all kind of at the same time. You see a vision of Jimmy sinking below the waves.
Jimmy.
Right outside.
I'm sorry.
I said he's like right outside. I mean, he's a ways back.
I
but-
think this is
This is just you're just seeing like visions right now.
Okay.
You see a vision of you, Slate, walking down a road, holding the hand of a small automaton. You see a vision of Fishlips Felix. He's holding Ruby like at the waist, and he cuts a rope, flinging you guys through the air upwards. You see a vision of
Twin turns.
of Rick coughing through a thick mist of water and snow, trying to light your watch, like so you can see. You see Dino skating across the deck of a ship, and as he's skating across, lighting multiple cannons to fire off of the ship. And then you see a vision of you, Lucy, slipping on ice and yelling for Nelson, like reaching out your hand.
Wilson with Nelson.
All the water just continues to swirl, and then the water just like crashes down on you guys and engulfs you. But then, like in like a magical burst of light, you come washing into the entrance room of the temple, and it's still daylight outside. So now you're back at the first room where the entrance is. Felix says, "My parents are not gonna believe this."
Oh, Felix, you're cute.
And he says, "What's the plan now, then?"
I think we need to get back to Jimmy and Vesta and get back on the sea. I don't know. I really feel like we need to talk about these visions. Did anybody else see those visions, or was that just me?
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw
that
him.
was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts, guys. I don't even know what to think.
I think we need to
yours is
mount.
cool.
Information.
I think we need to mount up a crew with Vesta, find Crane, and get back to Sunrise Port.
I'll talk to them.
Yeah, you will.
I
Stay
can
away.
help if you want. Just saying.
Nah. You know what? Let me give it a shot first. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Power in numbers, my friend.
I'll let you know
I
if I
cough
need
and
any
go,
help.
threesome.
Anyway, away, Nelson. Put it away.
Nelson made it out. He's a little wet, but yeah, he's.
I'm trying to dry him off with my bandana, which is also wet, so it's not working. But it's a cute moment that we're having.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what would you like to do now?
So
Get back to the ship and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Get back to Jimmy.
Can we
Jimmy's
just
probably
ignore
in
these
the car.
water
Can someone
manipulators?
text Jimmy and have him text Besta, maybe? And we can all meet up?
I don't know if that's the text, but I feel like Jimmy's either at the ship or at the tavern.
I mean, he's supposed to be at the ship.
Right. I'm gonna call him because he doesn't like texting. So I
Yeah.
called him.
okay.
Remember, he uses voice to text.
I'm gonna call him.
You're calling Jimmy? Okay.
All right.
I don't know how he would answer the phone. Hello.
Where are you right now? Are you at the ship?
I took refuge inside the Salt Lagoon, just to have a drink.
Okay. We are heading back that way now. Is everything good over there?
Everything
cool?
is good here. I had to say bye to Vesta. She sailed off.
Where did she go?
If I had to guess, she probably is heading towards Port Brunwave. It's the biggest port off the mainland of Famia, so she probably has dealings there.
Run into Stan.
Sounds like that's the place to go. Without me actually being on the phone.
I can't. Okay, so while Jimmy, it seems as though we may have dealings there now as well. Should we meet you at the bar or should we meet you at the ship?
You can meet me out front of the bar. I'll meet you outside. And then we gonna head south.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
that's where, that place is.
See you soon. Be right there.
If you don't get attacked by these
I asked
water benders.
Felix if he wants to come with us or if he wants to stay here.
You asked Felix. So, I if you're after that Stan Crane fellow, I want to see him go down. So, if you take down his ship with
in
him,
my cabin.
Ruby wants to see you go down.
I pull Ruby aside out of Felix's earshot and I say, "Hey, did you see this thing I saw about Felix? Was he holding you like in a cute way, or was he like holding you hostage? Was he setting us free, or was he betraying us? Like what's going on there? Just be careful with him. Have your fun, but be careful with him."
I'm just giving him a place to rest his head. Like,
Yeah.
nothing. You know me.
Right, but I also saw that vision and I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it going. I mean, he was grabbing by the waist and cutting a rope. I mean, I don't know. He could have been trying to rescue me for something or taking me from somewhere. I don't know. So
Also, did I get ice skates?
what?
Did I buy ice skates? And
Yeah.
maybe some tiny ones for Nelson?
That might weigh him down.
But yes.
Dina's gonna have to teach me how to skate.
Always down to teach you how to skate.
About ice.
God.
And yelling for Nelson.
Oh.
Hopefully to save me, possibly.
I thought you were slipping, but I didn't hear on ice. I just heard slipping.
It was ice, right?
yes.
Will you remind us of the vision and the recap on the chat?
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Because I wasn't able to write it all down.
It's
Very
all
quick.
very quick, but I will provide it to you just because I will. So
That's not something we'd forget, but it's something the people playing our characters might forget.
so Felix says, "All right, so we're just gonna head back then."
Let's not let him dictate any of this.
He's
Yeah,
asking.
well,
He's asking.
what I
This
said.
is
I
what
say
we're
yes.
doing.
Let's
Yeah.
let's head back. We need to go to Jimmy and get on the ship and try and avoid anything weird.
We've decided we trust Felix. This is out of Felix's earshot.
Ruby says
I make a
You
perception
got-
check on Felix.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's a 10.
Oh, I got a 19 plus 7. 26.
So Felix he doesn't have any ill will. He just doesn't like the Stan Crane who he got in a fight with and wants to see him go down.
That's his only motivation.
That's his motive. But he
And he's a pirate. He likes adventure and revenge.
yeah,
That's basically all
he's
of our
out for, He's out
motivations.
for revenge. But he knows that you guys are kind of gonna help towards that end. And he'll be lucky if he gets to aid and.
What I hear is he's
him going.
passionate.
In the sheets.
Listen, Felix, I'm happy to have you come with us, just as long as you know when it comes to the final kill and the final boss, that's all Dino.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
no
Leave
problem,
the
no problem.
the
As long as
final
I-
kill to me. Appreciate you.
As long as I
I've
get
been
a couple
training.
hits
I've been
in,
training for this.
What do you say?
He says, as long as I get a couple hits in.
Do you need to stop anywhere before we set sail to get some things or see some people or anything like that?
He's like, he says, no, I'm good to go. I'm raring.
Rare.
He has his own,
Toothbrush or change clothes or anything like that?
he has his own cutlass. As you see, like he has a sheath, and he has a bow strapped to his back.
Legolas. Didn't even know.
Liberous.
He kind of yeah, he's raring to go. And as you guys exit the temple, you begin to descend the stairs and go down, and the two men and the woman that Rick saw earlier
I knew it.
appear at the bottom of the stairs, and they're angry.
Knew they were coming.
The man with the pearlescent cape shouts, "Oi! You lot
Push it.
think you could just come in here and sneak past us and try to use the Oracle's power? It ain't nothing compared to this." And he pulls water in from nearby, like, grass and plants, and it creates a claw of ice around his hand, and, like, ice starts to just, like, form around almost his whole body, and like, it spikes and, like, just, like, chunks. Yeah, so he's, like, covered in this ice, and, the man and the woman also, like, kind of get into a fighting stance, and water forms around their fists.
Okay.
And you all need to roll for initiative.
Oh, it's gonna be
You're
at the
about to get
end
into
of the
scrap.
Is
Oh,
this going to be a quick scrap or a long scrap?
This
Before
is probably
the
not going to
scrap-
be a tonight scrap.
Yeah.
Because I want to put on one of these rings, just so I have it
Same.
on when I need it, and see who I want to give the other rings to.
You could do that now, but you got to decide now, like who's getting. There's only
Okay, I
3 rings.
Who wants one, and why should I give it to you?
Me, because I'm the first one.
You got it. Next, there's one left.
I don't need it.
I'm okay not having it.
Dino,
Fine, I'll take it.
you got it, my brother.
All right, so you guys can
Sounds
add
like-
a ring of water breathing to your inventory.
Did you want to check that bag, see if anything else is in there while you're?
Oh, yeah,
I did
can
roll a 1 for my initiative.
He rolled a 1.
Fucking 1.
My initiative is high AF.
But what's your modifier?
Can the rings be re-bequeathed at a later point if desired?
Sure, yeah. They're not permanent.
Is initiative plus perception?
Yeah.
25.
Holy shit. Everyone else?
I also had 25.
You guys need to re-roll just to see who gets higher.
I have 22.
What do we add?
19.
Perception.
Just roll plus perception.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
My perception was 9 altogether because I have 8 perception.
13 total.
And Rick, did you re-roll?
My second one was only 11.
Okay. So we'll put you there. Let me roll for these guys.
These clowns are gonna be slow as fuck.
Did they each roll individually or collectively?
I'm doing 2 separate rolls. Did I not put the
The two like backups probably have one roll, and the ice boy probably has his own roll.
I don't know what this person's perception is. Hold on. Plus
About to give him the cold shoulder.
Alright, so
And I use up my invisibility. That's unfortunate.
and oh, I forgot about Felix.
We asked a lot of questions. It might have been an hour.
I know.
It's true.
We asked an hour worth of questions.
It may have been a long time.
I'm gonna ask these guys a bunch of questions to like buy us an hour before we get into the scrap.
I don't know. If we're rolling for initiative, I think the scrap's already started.
But I wanted to look in the bag.
You can look in the bag. It's empty.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
The bag's empty.
Bag. It's a fucking
Like,
human
we should
head.
climb into the bag.
It's not quite big enough for you to climb into.
Does
Is it
anybody
big
else
enough
want
for
one of
Nelson?
these fucking knives or
Sure. It's
blades?
big enough for Nelson if it's not bigger inside. It's a medium-sized purse. Even if it wasn't any bigger inside, Nelson would.
Belt loop. Like a
He
loop.
said a medium-sized purse.
Medium. What's large? What's small?
Yeah, I didn't have like a great descriptor.
Maybe this is
Think of
small.
like a clutch is small, and then like a big like diaper bag is large.
Medium-sized purse.
All right.
Think of like a normal purse is like medium size.
I got
The
That
same,
That is what one would expect.
a standard size purse is the medium.
I think it's gonna do it for tonight's sesh.
Oh, it's a good spot to stop.
Yeah, I
Good
think so.
size
Because if we do a fight, it's gonna be another.
Yeah,
Hour
hour
at
at least.
Ice.
There's ice.
Water.
You keep cutting out, but I'm assuming you said something about ice and water.
I did. Yeah. I said I'm worried because I saw me slipping on ice in the vision, and now we're fighting waterbenders.
We are.
Literal waterbenders.
If they bloodbend us, we're fucked.
They're like swamp.
They remind me of Mr. Freeze.
It's Arnold. You better make a lot of the cat. Make a lot of ice.
Hi. Okay. Flip, say hi to Gus.
Gus is laying down. Hi, can't wait to see you.
Cute button nose.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream. Good session and goodbye.